For you Hebrew Israelites that are out here making fun of these Christians who were calling for the rapture to happen on September the 23rd, and you're out here laughing at them, can I remind you of 2019 when you guys were calling for the return of Yah in 2019 to gather all of his people? Hello, remember that? I mean, you guys were literally selling packages for people to return to Ghana for the year of return, and you were saying that Ghana's year of return coincided with Yah returning back to bring his people to the promised land. Hello, remember any of that? I mean, am I the only one here that's remembering this? So watching you guys on social media making fun of these people when it was about 5 years ago, you were doing the same thing. Cognitive dissonance doesn't even, I don't even think it quite fits this. I mean, this is beyond that. For you to forget that and to think that somehow you nailed it. And then on top of that, what you guys try to do is to spin it and try to make it seem that no, it's not that he was coming. It actually was about him bringing a season of change. It's a spiritual shifting that was supposed to take place, not that he was physically coming. The way you guys kind of try to back out of that one is just too much. And for those of you who are not aware, all you got to do is do a search before they take the videos down. There's tons of videos that were all on social media that they were putting out saying that 2019 was going to be the year of return, and they were also trying to interweave in there getting black people to move back to Africa, specifically Ghana, because that was coincided with the return of Yah, who is a Canaanite deity, by the way. But anyway, don't get me started. I have a lot of receipts, and so does everybody else.
Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, Hashem, Yahawadah, Hashem, Rakak, double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, shalom to my Akim, Walking, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from his hard captivity, as well as the speckled bird that may look like the other nations, who are actually Yasharallah, which is what the Kabbalah can connect you with no lesson. Today's lesson is going to be on this whole, not necessarily 400-year prophecy, but this Jake that's accusing Israelites in general, because I've heard of that 400-year prophecy thing. I heard that people were saying that 16, 19. Oh, I think Sakari was saying that. I think maybe I'm not gonna be a false witness. I'm not trying to be a false witness, but I'm pretty sure I heard Sakari saying that. Maybe WFI, maybe, I don't know, but it's been a long ass time since I've watched them, because I used to watch them like all the time, like, as my main source. But the thing now is that and I'm not saying that they are definitively, but I'm just saying for those that had pushed that doctrine out, that's basically what, that's just one subsection of people, pushing out false doctrine. Whereas in general, like, it's not. If you really want to go by that logic, by how he's talking and saying that, because one group or certain people were saying, go back to Africa to this, that, and that, whatever. That all the Israelites in general are teaching that, when no, that's not the case. And by that logic, then we can just say that all Christians believe that September 20 whatever was the time. And by that, even the ones that didn't sell their stuff, even the ones that didn't go, get ready for the rapture, they are also going to they also fall into the thing. Well, look at the hypocrisy in that. And I don't know. I think because I was just watching this exact video before, and he was saying that this dude doesn't believe in anything. So why the frick is he talking? Why is he even bothering to talk about something that he doesn't even care about? Or he just wants to, I just want to get my one up against the Israelites. I always want to get my one up against people and whatnot. Where again, it's just like, what's your purpose? That one up, rather than actually perpetuating or even saying anything that is substantial. Now, with that being said, these different things are just different doctrines that people have been taught and told that lead them down the wrong path, right? And even Israelites are no different. There are lots of Israelites or people that acknowledge that they are Israelites that are led astray into believing different things. Okay, so now Ephesians chapter 4 verse 14, that we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro and carried about with every wind of doctrine, by slave men and cunning craftiness, whereby they lie in wait to deceive. Where there are so many people that are teaching these false doctrines, teaching these false beliefs. All right. Oh, the September 23rd, 25th, whatever. The what's the other one? The 400-year prophecy, whatnot. And all that, all these different things that's happening. They are they are being taught, and we're just supposed to not fall for it. Well, no, it's not. We're not. It's not just that we're not supposed to fall for it. It's just that we cannot fall for it, because when I heard that, I thought, okay, well, that would seem nice, but that was more of when I was more newer to this truth. So it's not. So I'll say that I I had high hopes for it, but I didn't necessarily like put all my eggs in one basket, especially since you know we weren't. I don't think a lot of us really, or Israelites in general. I don't think they actually like sold their stuff like on 2019. They didn't do anything that was that stupid and extreme. Like, if anything, it was just like, okay, well, hopefully he comes. Hopefully he comes now. Hopefully all the things. Because the fact of the matter is that regardless of if the 400-year prophecy thing was real, what had to come back, which I do remember hearing um, people say, um, people say back then that we still need to wait for the MOTB. So the MOTB needs to be implemented first, and then, and it wasn't a matter of, all right, well, we just get to skip everything, and that's the thing that this guy has it wrong, where he just thinks that we just thought, okay, well, immediately the Lord is going to deliver us up and send chariots, and we're just going to have everything fine. Well, no, well, that's not the case. If anything, one thing that the Israelites did know to make the difference is Revelation chapter 13 verse 16, and it caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive an mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And I think a lot of Israelite groups, um, WFI, Sakari, as I mentioned, which I don't remember if they were talking about this, but I do remember hearing that 400-year thing. All right, and this was a long time ago, but I do remember hearing them say that before. Maybe I could be wrong. Again, my memory is not the best, especially since it's been so long. But I could be wrong. But I definitely remember hearing people say that before Yahawashi comes, the MARK needs to be implemented, and a lot of these different prophecies have to come. World War III, MOTB. I'm trying to remember more. But yeah, basically all these different stuff. The draft, all that stuff. All these things need to happen first, and we're not gonna be getting. Jacob's trouble. All these things have to happen first. We're just not gonna get out of this thing without all the prophecies that the Lord had set in place are happening first. And that's the thing where you need to understand, where it's a sequence of events rather than just one thing that, oh, you get to skip everything, because that's why would the Lord put these prophecies out if it wasn't important. All right, so we have MOTB, and regardless of what anyone said, I'm pretty sure, again, as I said before, that this is what most of camps, the camps were saying. All right, but yes, again, this is what this person is trying to push this narrative. Oh, Israelites are doing X, Y, and Z, blah, blah, blah. So they're hypocrites and stuff like that. When no, he's just lumping all Israelites into one thing, into one group. Which, if we were to do that, then we would just say that all pastors molest little kids, all pastors do this, that, and whatever. And it's just like, okay, well, now you want to say, oh, you can't say all, but of course you would say all Israelites. All right. So again, this is the hypocrisy. Next, Ezra chapter 4 verse 3. But it was Zerubbabel and Jeshua and the rest of the chief of the fathers of Israel said unto them, what? No, actually, this is the wrong one. Slakia. Matthew 24:24. Oh, yeah, yes, Slakia. Matthew 24:24. For there shall arise false Malachs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. And it's not possible to deceive the elect. The elect is not going to be led astray by these different things. The elect is going to stick to what they what the scriptures say, all right? And the Lord's going to put a spirit of discernment on them for them to be able to identify that, okay, well, this person is speaking correctly, this person is speaking incorrectly, so I'm going to steer clear from X, Y, and Z. But, you have people that do believe in this 400-year prophecy, as well as the people that believe that, oh, okay, this is some random in, I think, South Africa, I think that's where the dude's from, some random in South Africa knows that September 25th is the day that the Savior's going to return. Or he said, because he changed it to October 6th / October 7th. Okay, so now I guess October 6th / 7th, that's when something's going to happen. But of course, nothing's going to happen because the other prophecies did not happen. We don't have what's it called? I just said it. The MOTB. We don't have the other things that I'm trying to remember, but I just forgot. All right. All the other prophecies that happened did not happen. All right. Now next, Matthew 24 verse 36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. Where Yahawadah was saying that even he didn't know the day or hour, not even the angels, only and no person. Okay, so yet only Yahweh knows the day and hour of when Yahawadah is going to return. Even Yahawadah himself, who is returning, he doesn't know. He's just going to be saying, it's kind of like, all right, well, now it's time to go, and then he's just going to go at the time, at the important time, in which Yahweh tells him to go. Okay, he doesn't have no star date or whatever. All right, so yeah, basically, this is the thing where everyone that's saying that, oh yeah, we know the time, the date and time, and stuff like that, they're wrong because that's not what the Lord said. The Lord said that no one knows the time. Now let me also get this and end it out with 2 Ezra chapter 9 verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. So over here the key word is measuring the time, where we are measuring the time, and it's in approximations, quote unquote approximations, in the sense of we are able to know that, okay, so Amos 8 and 11, which is the feminine word, that means that we're that much closer, we're dangerously closer. Oh, the MOTB, Revelation 13:6, that means, okay, we're even closer now. So these are the different things that we're looking at, and this is what tells us that we're closer to the end. And not about, okay, well, on March 17th or whatever, 2025, then Yahawashi is going to return. No, we don't have that type of stuff. All we have are prophecies to measure the time at which that Yahawashi is going to return. So I'll keep on reading. I said in Ezra chapter 9, verse 1, he answered me then and said, measure all the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest all the signs pass which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that at the very same time wherein the heights will begin to visit the world which he made. And again, we're seeing these prophecies happen. Okay, even with DJT doing all this stuff, all that stuff is an accumulation in the build up to, you know, World War III. That now I remember what it was. World War III, MOTB, Famine of the Word, and more. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, Yahawadah, Yahawadah, the honors of the elders and apostles, very most son of Bible, Shalom.